Welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And what I'd really like to do today is introduce you to a brand new product line from us right here at Cheap Joe's. Our very own professional oil line, Amercian Journey Oil, exclusively here at Cheap Joe's. It is a line of 39 colors that were developed to be easy on the wallet. So a professional high-grade oil paint made of pure pigment, but also designed to make it affordable, doesn't make you want to sweat when you're putting some out on your palette. Something you can feel really, really good about. So all of the pure pigments that are within this line are combined with refined linseed oil to make sure that they have the most even consistency possible. The whites are mixed with safflower oil because it reduces yellowing. Now, you have to keep in mind that if you're mixing something with a lot of that white, because safflower dries longer, that your drying time is going to be a little bit more uneven because of the whites and the safflower. But all of the pigments are ground to a uniform consistency. Now, some manufacturers don't choose to do it that way. They will all grind the pigment to the same amount of time, and if there is some granulation or such stuff that's unique to that particular pigment, they just leave it like that. But we found that consistency out of the tube is a little bit easier for most artists to manage, and so this line is designed with that in mind, to make it as user-friendly, affordable, and just kind of low stress to use as possible. This nice creamy consistency means that there's less drag on the brush, and also works well with all kinds of mediums. I've been using a good bit of lavender spike oil when I'm playing with my oils, and I really, really have liked it with the Amercian Journey. It works well, and really, really fun. So, and it also mitigates that, linseed oil smell that is kind of, bothersome to me, but not all that noticeable within this line. So I, really, really like that. So what I want to show you is we're gonna mix up a little bit of color here. I'm grabbing some Quinacridone Magenta and some Ultramarine Blue so you can see how quickly and how immediate this color is and how well they work together. So we've got a really, really nice blue-based violet now, and I'll show you here what that looks like and how easy that was to do. And gorgeous, gorgeous. Hello. So we have a really nice blue-based violet. Now we're gonna grab some more magenta and load that thing back up in the other direction. And quick, just a couple of strokes. And now we need some more medium is what we need. Okay, what we did was I grabbed my solvent cup that has my lavender spike oil in it. So this is from Cheap Joe's. So I'm just using that to kind of clean this off. And we're going to grab a little bit more Quinacridone Magenta, like so. And then now that this is activated, we can see that we got a much more warmer violet there than we had over here. We have a cooler one over here and a warmer one over here, and it was really, really, really quick. So we're going to clean that off, as you can see, and then we're going to grab some other color, play around so you can see what this does. We're going to grab some Hansa and some Quinacridone, and bang, really, really hot orange with no muss, no fuss. And now we'll grab a little bit of titanium. Grab a little bit more. We're going to take that down, lighten that color up. And so now we have like this almost like pastel orange very, very, very quickly. And it looks pretty next to that violet that we have. So it gives you an idea. Now, let's take it in another direction. And we're going to grab some Ultramarine and some Hansa. Green very, very quickly. Okay. So some Ultramarine and some Hansa. We got this green. So we have a nice like draw down here. Let's grab some more last of our Quin Magenta. And you can see how we can tone all that down and make take that in a totally different direction. But let's play with our green some more. Let's take some Ultramarine, some Hansa, and we're going to make a really even green and grab some titanium here and take this in another direction. And you can just see how quickly all of this color interacts. It's really creamy, it's really even. And you'll notice that like when we mix up color, we got a beautiful kind of like sea foam out of that. That we have like consistent, even, wonderful color with like no drag on the brush. We're getting, you know, even application, beautiful, rich, pure color, just bang, right there at your fingertips. And it is friendly and nice, and all the colors play well with each other. And you can see, you know, all the nice variation that we have just from this small library of color. But 39 colors in this line available now. They are in a 60 ml tube. And the whites and blacks are also available in a 150 ml tube for your enjoyment pleasure. So we encourage you to take a look. Amercian Journey Oils, out now. They are fantastic. We are partial, not afraid to say so, and we think that you will be too. So give them a try, and we're sure that you'll enjoy.